6 days left. That's all we got, boys and girls, for this first initial portal opening. But again, there's a little bit of loopholes. We're going to talk about that. Dallas Wilson, what's going on with him? LeJohntay Cook visited this weekend. We got kind of the bat signal about a possible commit happening. I don't know when. I don't know how. I don't know what's going on. What I do know is that you should smash the like button and subscribe because we got a jam-packed show, baby. Roll that intro. Let's get it. Good morning, ladies and gents. Happy Sunday to all of you beautiful people. We had an interesting day yesterday with college football playoffs. I mean, people are going to complain, bitch, and kick and scream, but it is what it is. Year one, it kind of did its thing. It ran its course. Everything went as I thought it would. All the home teams won. All the home teams won soundly. We'll probably have another show talking about that. I kind of went perfectly, in my opinion. Both ACC teams got walloped, and Tennessee got embarrassed. So it works out. Let's move on. And again, I think we have a full breakdown. I might get Cowboy Town here because I think it'd be a good conversation to have for maybe a little late Sunday night bash, okay? First of all, though, shout out to the boys, again, winning the Gasparilla Bowl on Friday. Didn't talk about it much yesterday because there was the playoff games. But, you know, a few things that I do want to talk about because, again, the tackle position is going to be something that Florida continues to pursue, I would believe, in the transfer portal. But we saw Bryce Lovett step up. I think he had like a 79.2 PFF rating. And again, Big Rod really stepped up into that right guard position. Damian George is expected to come back and play in that position as well. So I felt like the second half, they were kind of playing back and forth of where they wanted to go, but then really got established with Big Rod and Bryce Lovett in the guard and right tackle position. I think pass block needs some major improvement heading into next year, especially with DJ Lagway and what they're able to do and bringing in the talent at wide receiver. You got to continue to block. Again, pass block. Run block, I think they do a fantastic job. Obviously, they're able to run the ball at a very healthy clip. And love to see KD Daniels kind of get a big run there at the end. Again, just shows you how deep this running back room is. We're in the, mere hours of the football game, and KD Daniels comes in there and does some nasty things. And Anthony Rubio pokes in there as well. So, all in all, I mean, I'm not going to put too much into this game. We kind of know what it was. I think there was it was a glorified scrimmage, but happy we were able to get out with a W. And, that's it on that. Let's talk about, though, what's going on in the portal, because that's kind of what we're busy with right now. So, Chris Wall comes flowing through for Kofi Asara. He is the edge player, 6'5", from UMass, 215. We talked about him on Wednesday. Some of the comments were a little bit, took what we were saying out of context, I believe, but that's usually how that rolls of like, don't hype up a UMass guy. I said, listen, all I was bringing up was like, hey, last time we brought in a guy, that was George Gums, who didn't even play the position. He played at Northern Illinois, didn't play the same type of competition either, and look at the success that he had. I think we have to quit questioning the evaluation of these guys, right? So we get mad when we go after a kid from the two wide receivers that went to Iowa State and Texas Tech. We get mad at Billy when he goes after those kids. Then those kids commit elsewhere, and they're mad because Billy whiffed on them. Now we're getting somebody else from a UMass, not a big school. Now we get Crystal Ball, and it's like, it's not that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. Guy had great production at UMass. I understand it doesn't always translate right away, okay? But what I will say is that we brought in someone like a George Gums, kind of had the right features, got coached up well, did some great things, and I think another year in this cycle, George Gums can be something special. The edge play, I wasn't too, didn't feel like it was too missing, or we missed too much of it. Could you see like, hey, maybe some possible holes? For sure, Gums had to amp up his play. Who else was out? I know Childs played the edge a little bit as well. So, we were dealing with a few guys down, but something they'll definitely have to focus on. But anyways, Crystal Ball comes flowing in for Kofi Asari. That would be a great pickup, given the fact that we lost two edge players in TJ Searcy and Jack Pyburn. TJ Searcy has not committed anywhere yet. Could he be coming back? If he does, and we land Kofi, I feel like edge play is back to A-OK, and I feel very comfortable with that position. Now, the real Heisman. We follow his tweets, boys. We got them bad boys turn on notifications, okay? He's our bat signal. He lets us know what's going down. Anytime he drops a little devil face here, we know things are going well. Drops that it's great to be a Florida Gator. That was yesterday. These things are kind of coincided. Now, is it for Kofi? Is it for somebody else? We'll talk about who it could also be. I don't know. So could you be simulator today, suited up, maybe with the hoodie on? Possibly. I don't know. Just keep the bell turned on. That's all that I can tell you, okay? So I think the edge play would be good. Again, still need some defensive line help. Some cornerbacks, some secondary assistance will be good too. LeJohntay Cook, The wide receiver from Texas. This was him posted a photo of him and DJ Lagway. Lagway's doing his interviews, going through his process. Could LaJohntay Cook be coming through? Seems like he's enjoyed his time while he's been here at Florida. Hey, all right. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me get back into it, okay? Because I'll add another wide receiver to the mix. When we were doing this last time, LaJohntay Cook wasn't in there, all right? So you add LaJohntay Cook, the wide receiver room gets very thick. I think if it were to end today, the wide receiver room is out of this. I think Mizell is somebody that I'm excited for next year. Kind of showed a little bit of kind of poise in the bowl game as well. Mizell, Eugene, Dallas. We're going to talk about Dallas Wilson, obviously. Studervant from UCLA. So LaJohntay Cook with some speed, I think would be just another great addition to an already very healthy wide receiver room. So LaJohntay Cook, a lot of people have been talking about him. Is he coming? Is he not coming? This photo was posted on his Instagram, and then again, he posted a photo with DJ Lagway. All while this was going on, that tweet came out from the real Heisman. So that's why I don't know if it's associated with LaJohntay. Is it associated with Kofi? I don't know. And I love it. I love not knowing what's going on. So we only have 6 days until this bad boy closes. Now, there is that loophole for the teams that are in the playoffs, okay? So those guys get a week after they're out of the playoffs to enter into the portal. We also have 4 new teams. Indiana is going to be in the mix now where those guys are going to basically have, I would say, a week now from today or yesterday to play around the portal. Tennessee's going to have some players, right, that could play into it. Clemson could be another one. TJ Moore, who was an absolute electric phenom last night for Clemson, who was once, I can't remember if he committed to Florida or was heavily interested in Florida. I feel like we had him committed at one point. I can't remember at this point. He's been electric while his time at Clemson. So he said thank you, Clemson. Could it just be saying thank you for the end of the year? Like there's a lot of possibilities here. And again, that's another big time wide receiver that would bode very well here for the Florida Gators. So keep that in mind. Jeremiah Smith last night, man, broke my heart watching that young man play. By God, that kid's worth $5 million. Give it all to him. He was so good. So good. So electric. Who else went down? Oh, SMU went down as well, too. So, yeah. Again, when everyone's panicking about the portal, you just got 4 new teams, playoff caliber teams, that will be having guys probably more than likely hit the portal over the next couple of days. So, Bailey, it's Christmas time. I want a Christmas miracle. Do some work for us, boys. Okay? Make some magic. We're going to talk about Dallas Wilson here in just a few moments, and as also to this 2024 class, kind of just the impact it had. Before we do those, out to our sponsors at Tecovas, we talk about all week long. Christmas is right around the corner, boys and girls, okay? It is here. It's literally, it's 3 days away. It's flown by, December has. It's time to get your wife or your husband some nice pair of boots, whether it's work boots, sex pair of boots, what have you. Check out tecovas.com/Hightop to get 10% off when you sign up for texts and emails, okay? Handcrafted, genuine leather, absolutely phenomenal, just best of the best, high quality boots. Check them out. And like I say, if you're close to one, if you're an hour away, it is an experience. You and the wife have a date day. Go check out Tecovas, go into the store, get some boots, try the boots on, have fun, smell the leather, take a look at the cowboy hats, the clothes. They've got anything and everything you could think of. They're just making your fit look a little bit better this holiday season, headed into springtime as well. Again, Tecovas, tecovas.com/Hightop. When you sign up for texts and emails, it'll pop up on the screen. Put your info in, 10% off on that order online, not in stores, online. Tecovas, point your toes west. Now, shout out to this team, man, and just the production we got out of this 2024 recruiting class. Like, I mean, the boys hit one here, okay? Let's take a look at it. So, obviously, DJ Lagway, Elgin McCray coming into his own. I think he's going to have a great offseason and really kind of get into his position. Great size, has to work on some few things, but I think can really get into it. Aaron Childs, we know what he's able to do. Miles Graham really elevated his game at the end of the year. Big pick. Phenomenal pick in the ball game. Love seeing that. Fletcher Westfall, we saw him get some playing time at Gasparilla Bowl. Could he make some playing time next year? Mir Jackson, didn't see too much of him. Katie Daniels, who's not pictured here. Jaden Ball is from this class as well. Tank Hawkins, we saw him a few times step up big time when some wide receivers went down. Gregory Smith stepped in when Castell was having some struggles. Abrams got there late at the end. But then, of course, the most importantly, just the portal. We get mad and we get frustrated with Billy. And I remember I was being critical of Billy last year moving slowly. Look at this list. George Gums. I always forget about Pup Howard. Pup Howard, I think why we forget about him is because he feels like just a natural Gator. Like how he transitioned in, it's like, yeah, this guy's always been a Gator. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't look at him like a portal because he just embodies the Gator standard so well, and they all do, but I don't know, it just felt weird. But yeah, Shamir DK, Grayson Howard, Gums, Bridges, Crenshaw, and Badger. I mean, just what they were able to do in 2024. If this 2025 class, who they've recruited, can have half the production this class had, combined with what we're going into, you got to be excited for what's to come, right? Because what this class did and how much legitimate production it had on the football field was unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, and again, same thing with the portal. I mean, there's 7 names that I just listed off, and then you're only seeing 4 here that had genuine high-quality impacts to the team. And could, if Florida does that again with the portal and the recruiting class, that's why I think there's a lot of high expectations headed into next season. Obviously, coaching changes, things like that, people are going to have different opinions of that, and we'll follow that along as the offseason goes on. As for Dallas Wilson, Dally Wiley, the man was seen all over Florida campus this past week. He's sitting there with Katie Turner, hanging out during the basketball game. Shout out to men's basketball, put up 99 yesterday against, was the University of North Florida, I believe. Just absolutely demolishing, just doing work, moving on to 12-0. Incredible basketball team there. Should be a top 5 team, I think, next time the poll comes out. But look, really going through the entire experience. There's that photo that went absolutely viral of him kind of high-fiving, DJ high-fiving Dallas Wilson as they were leaving the Gasparilla Bowl, because Dallas Wilson was also at that game as well. So traveling with the team, going through the entire experience. So could we see this pop over the next few days to kind of give us the confirmation? I think that's what everybody just wants. Like, can we just get the paperwork signed, please, so we don't have to worry about this anymore? We want to be more obnoxious than we already are on the timeline, okay? So just make the dreams come true, that it is official, that we are rocking and rolling. And again, add LeJontay Cook and a few others could be just absolutely massive. So it's open till the 28th. Could we see some pop before Christmas? Will we see some pop after Christmas? You got to think so. Even our man Nick Del Torre, who works for Florida Victorious now, okay, posted a little meme, says, hey, told y'all to be patient, and y'all were worried. What that means, I don't know. But I will say is that Nick seems to be more plugged in than ever before with working for Florida Victorious versus when he worked for On3. He said a lot of crying for nothing is what he said. So what that means, I don't know, but people obviously are getting frustrated with the movement in the transfer portal. So I'm assuming he's alluding to that. But look, I have a feeling we could see each other later today. Whether it be for a commit, whether we're talking just playoffs, I think we'll get Cowboy Time here, talk to a full note blown recap of that will be fun. But all in all, so far so good. Look, I know the bowl game may have not been as sexy as we would all liked. We got a W. No injuries. Everybody's healthy. We got some guys get some playing time. Anthony Rubio gets a touchdown. A lot of great things happen. Focus on that. I mean, when's the last time, since we started this show, we have not walked into the offseason on a W and a bowl win? It's been like, 4 years? All right? What are we bitching about? I'm not saying like, I'm lowering my standard, but I can at least acknowledge where we've been, okay? Let's just, one day at a time, one step at a time. Tennessee didn't get to end their season on a win. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. We end the season on a 4-game win streak. That's what we did. And a bowl win. So let's enjoy it. Let's soak it in. Let's appreciate this offseason. We're just getting to work, though. Got to close this portal strong. Got to see what's going to happen with these coaching changes. We ain't going nowhere. We're going to get you through the entire offseason, boys and girls. Football season on the grass may be done, but we're just getting started here. So smash the like button, subscribe. Y'all be good. I love you. We'll probably see. I'm hoping I'll see y'all later today. I really do. I want to see y'all again today. If you want to see me again today, smash the like button. Leave a comment down below. Say we want to see you again today, Sheldon. Let me know. I'll see you on the next one. Peace and love, baby.